But let's take you to the Middle East now, where a wave of Israeli airstrikes across much of Gaza overnight has triggered the displacement of hundreds of Palestinian families. People in Gaza City saying dozens of air raids targeted densely populated eastern neighborhoods. A school was hit in Zaytun. That's an area that was sheltering displaced families. The bombardment follows one of the largest evacuation orders issued by Israel since the war with Hamas resumed.
Since the war between Israel and Hamas started again in March, some reports in Israeli media suggest that the Israeli army might be close to finishing its goals in Gaza. Our correspondent in Jerusalem shared the latest updates. Several people were killed overnight in Israeli airstrikes, especially in northern Gaza. One person described the strikes as the heaviest since the war restarted in March after a short ceasefire. One of the places hit was an old school in eastern Gaza City, where many families were taking shelter. Several people died, and others were taken to hospital. A woman said her family had already been forced to move 7 times during the war. The Israeli army had warned people in northern Gaza to leave because of the coming attacks. But the UN and Palestinian groups say the places people are told to move to are also not safe. Many believe no place in Gaza is safe right now. There are now questions about what Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu wants next. He has said he wants to continue the war to defeat Hamas and bring home Israeli hostages. But he is facing pressure, both from foreign leaders like Donald Trump and from the families of the hostages, to agree to a ceasefire. The Hamas-run health ministry says 28 people were killed and 223 injured in the last 24 hours due to the Israeli attacks. Sultan Barakat, a professor and expert on Middle East politics, said the Israeli military may be finishing its ground operations in Gaza because there are fewer targets left. He added that Israeli soldiers are also becoming more at risk. He said Netanyahu still wants to defeat Hamas and remove Palestinians from Gaza, but this goal is very hard to achieve. Barakat believes Netanyahu may delay any peace talks to buy more time and hold on to power. There are efforts for a ceasefire, with U.S. and international mediators working from Cairo and Doha. But Netanyahu may try to delay things until he visits Washington, hoping to get more support there. According to Barakat, Netanyahu's government depends on support from far-right groups. If the war ends without a clear victory, his government could fall apart. So, he may continue the war to protect his political position.